historiadores de la vida y del amor. ¿Cómo? Yo aquí casi creo que resucité. I thought I was going to be dead by now, seriously. I went to this big flare. I think the flare of the flares, the first flare I've ever had, and then comes a miracle with me. I don't know what, if it was that I took a lot of rest, if it was a medication, if it was because of the celery juice, but the way celery juice team rules! I'm alive! And I feel good today, so I am very, very thankful. Thank God. I love you.
After 2 days, I'm on the way to Australia. Hello, my Spoonie fellows, how are you? I hope you're fine. I'm lovely.
Well, I am going to be doing this Spoonie tag video that I was just trying to do since last week, but I was just really feeling really awful. But not today, fast. And while I do that, I wanted to give you my impressions of this Friendication from Desi and Katy of this brand, Dose of Colors.
Here is the eyeshadow palette, and I'm hydrated today. Some miracle. This is the package. If I was just yesterday doing this or the day before, I wouldn't have tolerated the touch of this thing. But since I am not in a flare today, thank God, I can touch it. And here's the eyeshadow palette, and here are shadows. So I'm going to be doing a quickie, easy look. I will try to do different looks with both of my eyes. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do this now.
I'm going to start with this brown eyeshadow, just to use it as a mark transition shade, just like so. Remember that I do not have any monitor, so the first question is, I do not remember which one is it, but it was like, yes, I think it was like, if you were properly diagnosed.
Yes, I was diagnosed like 10 years ago with fibromyalgia and CFS, but I was not diagnosed by an, how do you call it? I was diagnosed by an orthopedista. But in order to get the insurance here in Mexico, which is kind of crazy and insane, and I was truly blessed when my insurance company told me that now finally we could have like something for the fibromyalgia, I have to go with the rheumatologist. I have a whole video about that experience here.
Now I'm using this like kind of, I don't know which tone is this one. Girl Bye? I think it's Girl Bye. Just like so.
The next question is, it is which one was your first symptom? I think that is the question. Well, my first symptom that indicated that something was really wrong with me was like a long time ago. Around...
It was like kind of hard because I was just in my ballet school at Développé. I was just doing rehearsals and out of nothing, I remember that we were doing the last rehearsals with customs on Friday night, and on Sunday was the recital. So I had this phone call from my bank telling me that there was somebody buying a lot of stuff. So I just freaked out. I was just in shock. So I was like so scared, but finally, well, I couldn't do anything about that in that moment. I remember Scarlett O'Hara saying, I cannot deal with this, I will deal with this when I will be, as soon as I get able to. So
and on Monday, I just woke up with this big pain on my shoulder, like someone had just taken like a big martillo and just started to hit on my shoulder. It was burning and it was hurting like if I just had a crash accident or something like that. So I was just crying, desperately screaming, so I went to ER, and that's when my journey started. So I think there is something related with stress. Stress triggered a lot of pain.
What's your comfort food? in a flare. Sometimes when you're in a flare, you can barely eat. But I have to say that if I am sad, I'm addicted to New York cheesecake. And I also love tacos de chorizo. I'm still playing with the same eyeshadow.
Now I'm going to use my concealer, which one? Colourpop concealer. I'm going to use a little trick that I learned in order to do your cut crease, your crease like longer. Yeah, that's what we wanted.
To kind of. Yes, that's what we want.
I learned this one with Brianna Fox. I totally recommend you her channel because she really teaches you how to use your palettes and how to create really good looks and which brush to use and why. I love her channel really. Let's go with some. With this side, I want to use this one mixed with this one, so we can use our fingers. Okay, now if you do that trick, you will notice that your crease will be so big. This matte brush, so I'm going to put it back.
The next question was if like weather triggers a flare on you. Well, in me, everybody is like different, you know. Stress is what triggers a flare on you. But I do not have cortisol to fight back that stress, so that's what happens. And sometimes I get stressed for excellent things. Sometimes a trip can trigger stress. Sometimes going to the doctor triggers a stress, triggers a flare. Sometimes food can trigger a flare. That's why I'm always on a diet.
These are supposed to be foil eyeshadows. Whoa, look at this. But I don't know. I have like contradiction. I have a lot of thoughts about these eyeshadows. Well, I look like a big lid. Let me see. I need to put this.
So the next question is, what is your better give as a spoonie? What you like to be given? Socks. I love socks, but as soon as they don't have like bolitas, because I hate that. With this guy, I want to do like a hollow eye, but I really need to clean this.
Now the next question is sex? Female? Blend. It can also trigger a flare on you. It doesn't matter if it's like if it gets cold or it gets warm. Any kind of change in the weather triggers pain, at least on me, especially in the shoulder.
Really right. Seriously. This is why I love the hollow eyes, because they are so easy to do, at least for me. That is why I hate the Bajío's weather here in Mexico, because we can go from I don't know, 6 not Fahrenheit, Celsius to 29 and then drop again, and I hate it. If it is going to be cold, I'd rather to be cold all day long.
Now the next question is if there is something positive with this thing that we have, like a positive inside, a positive side, and after a long time to think about it, because it is really super hard to understand this, I would say yes.
And I want to thank to my beautiful friend Vero Romo, because she has cancer, so she's a different kind of spoonie. But she has always said that what she has is like a blessing. But I thought that life is made of moments, whether you're healthy or not. And if you just care about the moments, and if you can live one day at a time, whether you're sick or not, you are totally like getting life in a positive way. Because otherwise, I will lose hope. And hope is what makes me just like put one feet in front of the other.
I'm going to use this blush that is for Kilo. It's kind of peachy. And I'm going to try a new highlighter that a friend sent to me and I haven't tried. Thank you, Maxeta. So as I was saying, it's like things that were like big thing and things that were you crying like.
I seriously think that if you can solve things with money or goodwill, you don't have problems at all. The things that really matter are the things that you cannot buy. But it is really hard to understand that. Ooh, I like this.
I love both of my eyes, but which one do you like better? Another question is, when was the last time that you took a bath properly? I cannot even remember. My head hurts.
I have a problem with this eyeshadow palette. The box does not feel like sturdy like another boxes that I have tried. And you make me you maybe think that seriously, actually, it's not Spoonie proof because of the box. It's just, well, this is cruelty free, but it is not vegan. So you will find calamine, but you will not have any kind of problems with pigments. The package, I have a conflict here because whereas the outside of the package can feel like it is very like elegant or expensive with this little thing over here, I do not find the same thing inside. I feel that the package inside is kind of cheap.
This eyeshadow palette that I have here is from the collection of Colourpop. This is the designer. And the packages, I feel, even though the pants are smaller, this one I feel it's more expensive.
This is a 55 eyeshadow palette. It is extremely expensive. It's more expensive than, well, any color. This is the crown. This is one palette for the giveaway. And I decided to give it in a giveaway because I already have these colors, a lot of them. Now, can you see the inside? This eyeshadow palette is really cheap. And it looks like the same. See? Now, the eyeshadows, I understand that these ones, the foil, if you buy them separately in the, I don't know, in the website of those colors, each eyeshadow will cost you $20. So if you have 5 here, that is kind of like saving you money.
Now let me swatch. This is the green. I mean, they are beautiful, don't get me wrong, but I'm really confused. This is like a purpley. This is the pink one. Well, kind of reddish. I mean, the eyeshadows are great. This is kind of a gold. And this is like a gray black. I bought this one because I really think that this adds something to my makeup eyeshadow palettes. The rest of them are mattes, and the formula is really pigmented. It's kind of Anastasia's formula or Elsie's formula, so you don't need like a lot. But I think that 55 is like...
I totally get the hype over this eyeshadow palette. I totally get it. I don't even want to tell you how much this palette is here in Mexico. It's like 1,600 pesos, would be $80 in the United States. So the last question was, one of the questions was also, what would you say to the people around you? The people with relatives that are Spoonies. The best thing that you can say to a Spoonie or people with a chronic illness, invisible illness, is, I believe you. And the last question from Ross was, what would you like to share? I created this channel especially for Spoonie people, for people with chronic invisible illness. And that is what I want to say. I'm still me. I'm still the same person that you used to love. I am still the same person that you used to hang with. It's just that my body does not obey me as it used to. But I promise you, I'm still here. And I'm still me. So I hope you have found this video amusing, fun, informative. I totally recommend you the Rocks channel, Metamorphosis Rocks. And if you're at the hospital for any kind of reason, remember that we love you and we are waiting for you. Whoa! Please let me know everything what you think about this eyeshadow palette. Is it worth the $55? Or do you think it's overpriced? Please do not waste your spoons. Keep hydrated. And I hope I can see you on my next video. Bye!
I feel like I have a clue, but I don't.